This book is called Teeny Tiny Animals. I'm sitting really close to this thing. I want to make sure, yeah, so that you can actually see the pictures of this because it's a small book. I should probably be showing it to you on something else, but some animals are big and some animals are small, but there are a few special animals that are very teeny tiny. Some of them make good pets, but many live in the wild. Turn the page to learn about the teeny tiniest animals from around the world. World's smallest dog is a heaven sent brandy. A Chihuahua named Heaven Sent Brandy is the smallest dog in length in the entire world. She is only 6 inches from the tip of her nose to the end of her tail. She weighs only 2 pounds. That's the tiniest dog in the world right there. It's a Chihuahua. The smallest cat. His name is Mr. Pebbles. Kittens are always small, but Mr. Pebbles is smaller than most kittens, and he is full grown. Mr. Pebbles is one of the world's smallest cats. He weighs only 3 pounds. He's very tiny. He fits in a cup. The world's smallest horse. Oh, look at her. Thumbelina is so tiny that she was named the smallest horse in the world. Horses can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. Thumbelina weighs only 57 pounds. That means she is smaller than most golden retrievers. Yeah, because my dad's dog is a golden retriever and it weighs 62 pounds, so smaller than that dog. It's a really small horse. Teacup pig. Oh, look how cute it is. Animal lovers in England can buy a very special animal called teacup pigs. These tiny pigs only grow to be about 12 inches high. That's about the size of a small dog. These piggies are also very smart. Teacup pig. Pygmy mouse lemur. A pygmy mouse lemur lives in the trees of Madagascar. Their long, skinny toes and fingers make it easy to grab branches. They are about 8 inches long, including their thin tails. So that's including this tail. They're only about 8 inches. That's as big as this person's finger. Pygmy marmoset monkey. Pygmy marmoset monkeys are the smallest monkey in the world. They live in the rainforest of South America. These monkeys are only about 6 inches long. They weigh about as much as a cupcake. If you pick up a cupcake to eat it and you feel how heavy that is, that's how heavy this whole monkey is. It's really tiny. This frog, a Monte Arabia Luif frog, are less than 1/2 inch long, so it's about as long as your fingernail. These little amphibians live in Cuba. They're so small that very few of them have ever been found. They only live in one part of the world. The Philippine tarsier are best known for their large eyes. They are only about 5.5 inches tall, but each of their eyes is over 1/2 inch wide. This small animal weighs about as much as an orange. They live on the island of the Philippines. Tarsier. Really big eyes for such a small little body. This is a chameleon. The Berkshire Menima chameleons live in the forest of Madagascar. They are among the world's smallest reptiles. Each chameleon is only about 1 inch long and usually gray or brown in color. 1 inch is like this big. A hummingbird, or it's a bee hummingbird. It could sit at the end of your pencil. All hummingbirds are small, but the bee hummingbird is the smallest bird in the world. Bee hummingbirds live in Cuba. They are only about 2 inches long. Each bird weighs about as much as a large paperclip. A paperclip that holds the papers together. That's how much they weigh. This thing's cute. It's a pink fairy armadillo. Pink fairy armadillos are about 6 inches long. Each one weighs about as much as a pear. They have pink shells and white, fluffy fur on their sides. So just on the side, it's kind of hard to see in this picture, but you can see it sticking up right there. They have a little bit of fluffy fur. Then it's like that, like scaly on the back. It's an armadillo. Pygmy seahorse. These tiny seahorses are only a little over half an inch long. Pygmy seahorse lives in tropical coral reefs. They are tough to spot because they look like the coral they live on. They live on coral and they look like the coral, so it's hard to see them. They blend in. Barbados thread snake. The Barbados thread snake is the smallest snake in the world. Each tiny snake is about 4 inches long. They are as thick as a spaghetti noodle. These little reptiles live on the island of Barbados. It's a very small snake. Speckled padlooper. While some tortoises are very large, the speckled tadlooper tortoise is only about 4 inches long. This little guy right here. That makes them among the tiniest tortoises in the entire world. They live in Africa and are easily mistaken for little rocks. So some people don't even realize that they're an animal. They just think it's a little rock. Pygmy rabbit. Pygmy rabbits are the smallest rabbits in North America. These tiny rabbits weigh less than a pound each. They are about 10 inches long. Pygmy rabbits have big ears which help them listen for predators. Cute. That's the last one. So try to think about which one you like the best. Which one was the cutest one to you, or that you think you might want to meet one day? That'd be really fun.